Something like the finish line. First time that I saw you, I was fine. Second time, I couldn't get you off my mind. And now we've been together for some time. And I believe that so fast last time.
Hola. What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl L.A back at it again with another video. Hold on, my lips are dry. In today's video I'm going to be showing you my flawless foundation routine, how I conceal my hyperpigmentation and my acne scarring, and how I make my skin still look like skin. And yeah, tune in and let's get into it. Okay, I've already gone ahead and done my eyebrows off camera. If you'd like to see my eyebrow tutorial, just comment down below, or alternatively message me or DM me on my social media. I will leave the link to my Instagram up here. So I've always been someone who has been on a quest for sort of clear skin. I've never had problematic skin. Throughout high school, my skin has been fairly okay, fairly good, smooth. And then my skin started acting up first year of university. When I went to uni, I just got stressed and all that stuff, and pimples everywhere. And because I wasn't used to having pimples, I just kept on popping them, and that's what created my scarring. But obviously, you know, for a flawless foundation routine, you also have to have a good skincare routine. So I have been trying out a couple of different methods for my skin, and recently I found products that work for me. So my skin has actually been doing really well compared to how it has been. So I've already obviously cleansed my face, and I have a moisturizer on, and I use this Body Shop Tea Tree mattifying lotion. That's why my skin is so matte. And I mean, I put this on about 2 hours ago and my skin is still matte, so this is awesome. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and begin priming my face. I'm going to start with the Woolworths face color corrector, which is green, and I'm just gonna dot that all over my face just to combat the redness. So usually I'd go in with my fingers, but I prefer using a brush now to apply my primer because yeah, it just helps. And then to mattify my face even more, I go in with the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I actually love this primer because honestly it is the best thing ever. So I usually prime on my T-zone with this primer, and the areas I usually get oily, more oily throughout the day, especially if I want my makeup to last long. So mainly my forehead and my nose and the side of my cheeks. And then on the areas that I do have kind of like new bumps, like here and this one, I go in with my Essence All I Need Concealer Palette, and I usually use this green shade here. Green neutralizes redness, while the beige covers imperfections, the pink brightens tired looking skin, and the yellow conceals dark under eyeshadows, but I usually use the green. I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna put that on the new breakout, and I'm gonna use my finger to kind of blend it out. And over here. I don't go in with any of the color correctors. I find that they look very ashy for my skin tone. Let me show you. So, wow, I should have used a different hand, but this is how all of them look. They're quite pale, so I can't use them on my skin tone, but I like using that green. There's a trick I learned just before I put on my foundation. Usually I put on concealer, but it is not to highlight. Instead, I use a darker concealer or a darker foundation. What I love about darker concealers is they have that red undertone to them. You could alternatively use a red color corrector, but this is what I have, which is the L.A Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Espresso. And I take a bit of that concealer, put it on my hand, and I'm gonna need a smaller tool, so I'm gonna take this small brush, and I'm just gonna lightly take that dark concealer and put it over my dark spots. I know you're probably like, how do you conceal dark marks with a dark concealer? But honestly, this works. Like, you won't even see it, and that is exactly why I use it. Like I said, alternatively you could go in with a red color corrector, but I don't see the point in buying it if I could just do this with my darker concealer. And I'm just gonna go back and kind of blend out the harsh lines so I don't just look like I have dots around my face, basically. As you can see, it kind of has that reddish undertone I was talking about. So this is what my skin looks like before foundation. I'm gonna move on to foundation now. So I prefer using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation in the color Caramel, which is 350. The reason why I actually prefer using this is because high coverage foundations for me tend to, I don't know, make it look makeup-y. If I'm not using this, I am using my Clinique anti-blemish solutions in the shade Fresh Cream Caramel, which is number 18. I don't know if they still have this in stores, but this is a very old foundation. So I prefer using the Maybelline Fit Me, and for me it is a buildable foundation, even though it's about medium coverage. And also I still like my skin to look like skin. Another foundation that is actually very good is the Estee Lauder Double Wear, but that is like high end and no one has that coin, but it's a very good foundation. So I'm just gonna take that much and I'm gonna dot it all over my face, and then I'm gonna take my Real Techniques complexion sponge and I'm gonna blend out my foundation. So this is what my skin looks like after blending one thin layer of my foundation. As you can see, most of my pigmentation is covered up, and that darker concealer we used is not necessarily coming through, so you can't see it. And yeah, I'm just gonna go in a bit more and build my foundation over the areas I just feel need a little more coverage, like on my cheek area, here on my forehead, and yeah, basically just where I feel I need more coverage. So once I am done with my foundation and I am happy with the way it looks and I feel like I have blended it enough, I'm gonna move on to highlighting. To highlight my face, I'm using the L.A Girl Pro Conceal Concealer in the shade Fawn. And I'm just gonna put some underneath my eyes, my chin, nose, and my forehead. Also, I do prefer reverse contouring. So I'm gonna start by blending out my other areas first before I move to my under eyes, just so the concealer can get some time to warm up. To set my highlights, I'm going to be using the L.A Girl Pro powder in the shade Banana Yellow. So I'm just going to take a bit of the powder on this small brush, and I'm going to look up and kind of work it into my lines, just so that it doesn't crease. And then I like going in with another loose powder. This is the Minnesota loose setting powder in the color Nude, and I also use the Essence Stay All Day translucent powder. So in this powder can make you look very ashy, so you need to use a little bit, but I'm going to be using the Essence Stay All Day powder today, and I'm just going to go over that banana powder. Once I've done that, I'm going to take a blending sponge and I'm just going to apply the powder to all the other areas and press that into my skin. If you do bake, this is the part where you can do the rest of your makeup and leave the powder on, but I don't bake, so I'm just gonna remove this from my face. gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me matte and my Maybelline Fit Me matte and Poreless pressed powder in the shade Caramel as well, and I'm just gonna set the rest of my face where I didn't put that powder and where I didn't highlight. So and then now I'm gonna go in and contour. I'm still using the L.A Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Espresso. I actually do not do this a lot. I do not contour a lot. But today I feel like it, so I'm gonna contour anyway. And then I'm gonna go in and hydrate my face with this fixing spray I made, which is basically just water, a bit of oil, and some aloe vera gel. Okay, so we're still putting some color back in our faces, so I'm gonna take this Urban Studio number 162 angled contour brush, and then I'm gonna take this Too True all over natural bronzing powder. I'm not sure what shade this is in, but yeah, this is what I have, and it's a bit broken up, so I'm just gonna take what's in the lid. I want to put some of it on the brush, tap out the excess, and I'm just gonna go over my contour to kind of set it with the bronzer, just to put some color back, because we are still looking a bit ghostly. So yeah. And then what I'm going to do is take that powder brush I used earlier and just go over my face to blend out some of the harsh lines that I may have, just to make everything seamless. And then the next step is optional. If you wear blush, you could go ahead and put on some blush. I'm not sure if I want to put on blush today, but I think we should just go ahead and do that. So I can't necessarily remember where this is from. Oh, this is the, okay, this palette is a Ghana. It broke during transportation, but it is my it is my Beauty Treats face contour palette, and I'm gonna go in with this shade and the shade right here, so I'm gonna mix the two. I'm just gonna lightly tap both of them and tap off the excess, and then I'm gonna put that on my cheekbone. And I'm gonna do the other side. Next step is highlight, and I'm using this Colors Limited Shimmer Body and Face Powder. I got this from Foschini for, I believe, 50 bucks. So I'm just gonna take my bamboo fan brush and highlight. The reason why I like using this highlight is I want the highlight to speak for itself and not necessarily blind you. So I like this because it is buildable and subtle. So I usually go in with this first and kind of build it up from there. So yeah, very subtle highlight. So usually I'd move on to highlight after I do my eye makeup, but for the purposes of this video, I decided to do my highlight first. And now I'm gonna go and do my eyes off camera and I'll be back. Okay, so this is the final look. I don't want to do an intricate eye look because I am going to the gym, so I'm gonna take this all off. I'm gonna wash this all off because I don't gym with makeup. But on my eyes, I did go with these NK HD eyeshadows. There's the orange one and the yellow one. I got these at Discount. They were $12.95. Sorry, very affordable, cheap eyeshadow. And I also have this Perfect 10 Colors Absolute palette, also from Discount. This one was $34.95, I believe, and I went in with this yellow gold shade and more of this bronzy gold shade on my lid, and then I also went in with this copper shade on my inner corner, and then just used the Smudge Skinny Felt eyeliner for my cat eye, and I also went in with this Smudge Multi-Effect mascara from Clicks. I will be linking and putting all the products I used in the description box down below. And then on my lips, I just used the Essence Brown Lip Pencil, and I went in with this lipstick. I can't remember which brand it is, which is in the shade Milk Chocolate. I've had this for a while. This is what it looks like. And then I just went in with this Mr. Price tinted lip gloss, and this is what you get. That is it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you liked today's video. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also comment down below what is your favorite drugstore foundation. Also, if you would like me to try out any drugstore foundations, I can do that for you, and I can do a wear test. Although this is not really kind of a makeup channel, but we are getting into it. So if you would like me to test out any foundations for you, please do let me know. But yeah, this is the final look. Pretty simple, pretty affordable products. Most of them were $100 and below, except maybe my complexion sponge and my brushes, but everything else was literally about $100 and below. It didn't cost a lot. And that is it, and thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to also follow me on my socials, especially my Instagram. That is where I post polls on videos that you would specifically like to see, so I'll also leave that information down below. And don't forget to also click the subscribe button, guys. And yeah, thank you, and this is